Welcome back to another OVR weekly shooting drill. This week we're going to move into an advanced shooting drill. This is one of our black level shooting drills. This is a concealed 2 reload 2. So you're going to draw from a concealed holster. You're going to fire 2 shots, reload, fire 2 more shots. And as you can see, I'm in a long sleeve shirt. This is a little chilly here in January in Florida, so felt it was a great time to be able to run through this. So one of the things we want to discuss is your definition of a concealed. So you can carry in waistband, out of waistband. You can carry on your dominant side, on your weak side, appendix. You can carry behind your back. You can carry in a purse, a satchel, or fanny pack, if you want to call it. It's up to you on what you carry from a concealed. But the important thing is, whatever you carry, however you carry, you have to practice that. So even if you just do it at home and run through dry run, once you've fully made sure that your weapon is safe and cleared, then you can go ahead and do that at home, because you have to practice getting to your weapon. Without doing that, you run a risk of an accidental firing. So for this drill, I've got a out of waistband and I've got a magazine on my left side here. And so I've got my shirt over it. Is this what I would normally wear every day outside? No, not necessarily, especially because this is Florida. And like I said, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, not normal in Florida. So, some of the things to work on your 2 reload 2 drill, again, if you're dry firing at home, then yeah, you can work on your speed, but speed is only part of it. If you may be the fastest draw, but if you're not accurate, you're going to still lose. And so you have to work on the accuracy too. That's where OVR really comes into play, is we can work on every part of it, your speed, your accuracy, everything. So, when you're doing a concealed draw and a concealed reload, your shirt is going to be in the way every single time. So you've got to get into the habit of getting it with your non-dominant hand, pulling that up and out of the way. Now, if you're working on an overt holster even, the habit should always be to get that hand up here anyhow. And so it's just a little extra step. Shirt pulls up and you draw just like you would on any other way. The reload, a little bit more complicated, because again, your shirt is covering that up. Now again, you may carry an extra magazine on your belt, you may carry it in your pocket, but you really have to work on where you carry it and practice that. So we're going to run through our 2 reload 2 drill. Much like some of our other drills, I'm not going to worry about the camera showing you the target itself. Any target works for this. We use a silhouetted target that drops after your 2 shots. During your reload, hit it 2 more, the next target will drop. But you can use any target you want, and you can practice this any way you want here at OVR. So we're going to run this drill that we had just talked about. It's a 2 reload 2. So I'll draw from a concealment, take my 2 shots, go for my reload, take my next 2 shots. As always, at the end of shooting, I don't want to immediately lower my weapon or holster my weapon. I want to just bring it down into a low ready, scan the area for any further threats. Then I can go ahead and holster. So reviewing the 2 reload 2 drill from a concealment, one of the things you'll see is I did struggle just a little bit on my reload, because when I reached down to get to my magazine, my shirt was getting in my way. And so as I was doing that, instead of keeping my weapon up like I normally would, I actually brought my weapon down so that as soon as I was able to clear it, I was able to put it in, and the hard push of the magazine into the weapon actually brought it back up on target to get out. Now, I was able to make my first shot in about 2.2 seconds. So that's from concealment out on target for my first shot. And all 4 of my shots were dead center of center mass. And they're actually a pretty tight grouping, but they're high. And so I have a tendency to shoot a little bit high. So I've got to work on bringing that down just a touch. But as far as the grouping, it's really good. Overall, I ended up doing all 4 shots with my draw for concealment and the reload in 5.2 seconds. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, 5.7 seconds.